Well, good evening, YouTube. All right, so for today, we are going to be working on our scale. For a while now, I've thought the scale jumps around a little bit in terms of getting it to settle in a reasonable amount of time. And so I reached out to the scale folks, got some information, and we're going to make those updates and see if it makes a difference. Okay, so a couple of things first. So the type of scale is a Sooner scale. They're based out of Oklahoma. This is a 15,000 pound capacity scale, and we can comfortably put 15 450 pound calves on here. Really, you could probably put about 20 and be just fine. It's got two doors that you can load and unload from. It's got these locks right here on each corner that are used to keep the scale stable when not in use, and we got to take these off for our measurements here. And the purpose for that is just so you don't wear out the parts underneath the scale. So inside the scale, so we got a ramp coming up. We got these boards here, so we got these timbers that come all the way through here, used as the floor. And then the weighing station right there. So we gotta close the door. And turn our system on. The reader is a Synergy 380 from Rice Lake. This scale was hit by lightning right before we bought the place, and we had to replace this unit here. And so we went through the calculations, or not the calculations, but we went through the setup and everything and the instructions. And I feel like it just hasn't been quite right. Like I said, I think it just takes too long to settle. When we weigh cattle, we put a 5 pound difference in there. We don't weigh to the pound, but we weigh to the 5 pounds. But if you've ever seen it on our scale, it fluctuates. The cattle stop and the scale will stop for a split second, give you a number, and then it starts going. And what's happening is there's averages that are rolling in the background to provide the number. Digital filters. This is a digital scale. And so like I said, I reached out to the folks at Sooner out of Oklahoma, and they gave me some settings to try, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do and see if that makes a difference. All right, so what you can see here is that I'm starting the setup and the configuration. I'm just going through getting the initial readings. I'm trying to get the scale to tar, and you can see that there's 1,400 pounds that the scale is reading out. Here we're setting the calibration. We're using 600 pounds worth of seed. The bags are 50-pound bags. They are probably with, potentially 49 or 51 pounds, but for what we're doing, it's close enough. A good, stable Here I'm just wrapping the wire in conduit so I can keep the wire protected. My battery died, but I was able to get the scale to settle down, which you'll be able to see in one of the upcoming videos. But I appreciate you watching.